Hello everybody, I'm Arkadaran Mukherjee
I'm Shubhra Karmakar.
and welcome to the very first episode of Zabingo Extra. So today we'll be talking about football, the most played game in the world. And what better topic to start with than Shubhra, Arsenal's new manager.
Yes.
So what do you think about Unai Emery and his appointment?
Yeah, our beloved club, Arsenal. We have enjoyed 22 years
Yes,
uh,
of Arsene Wenger. Yeah.
an era.
Yes, absolutely an era of free-flowing football, trophies
Yes.
as well. So Arsene Wenger has won 17 trophies in his 22 years, 10 major trophies, 7 FA Cups, that's a record as well, and 3 Premier League titles, one invincible title in 2004 when we went
47
through,
games.
49 games.
49 games.
And 50th game was against Manchester United, lots of controversy with the Rooney penalty and all. So yes, so I personally feel that the club needed a change after 22 years, and it's probably a good thing that Arsenal have changed their manager now. And previously, according to reports, Mikel Arteta was supposed to be the favorite one, and he was actually, he was 90% sure of being the manager, next manager.
Yeah, according to my knowledge, he was a good player for Arsenal.
Yes, very good player.
There is no very good records for him and no trophies for him, maybe,
Yes.
but he is a good player.
Yeah, and he has been an assistant to
Yeah,
Pep Guardiola in
Guardiola.
Manchester City. They have had a record-breaking season. They got 100 points. So this season, it was a great achievement.
So it was a good decision to appoint Mikel Arteta, but I
Yes.
think he is a newbie for to handle a club like this.
Yes, you can say that.
My next point is for the last few years we haven't won many trophies
No.
apart from the FA Cup.
Yes.
So we need a manager who can handle
Yes.
the team to some trophies.
Yeah.
First, we need, as a fan, I need some trophies first, and then we have already enjoyed beautiful footballs for years
Yes.
under Arsene Wenger.
Yes.
When our team plays at its highest point, it is truly an art.
Yes,
of football.
absolutely.
So now we need some trophies.
Yeah,
so
we need some
a manager
trophies.
who can-
But the main thing about Arsenal is also that we should be winning trophies and winning the beautiful way, the Arsenal way as we
Yeah, that's
call it.
correct.
So we must not, abandon our philosophy too much. That's one of the points that we didn't go for Diego Simeone,
Correct.
who has the pedigree to win lots of trophies because he had done it with Atletico de Madrid, and he has done a fantastic job with Atletico. But their playing style, don't get me wrong, they do play beautiful
I was
football.
talking with Diego Simeone.
But
He is also good
against the
manager.
big teams,
Yeah.
he plays a bit defensive football. He is a bit defensive minded. You need a good defensive balance in your team because defense wins you championships.
That's correct.
So defense has been our weak point for many years now. So one of the main criticisms of Arsene Wenger was that Arsene Wenger was not able to sort out our defense or to fix our defensive problems, and individual errors and everything, it persisted.
Yeah,
for
I
a
also
long
think
time.
so about the defense.
Were very unlucky with their injuries and all. Koscielny has been troubled with his Achilles injury for a long time now.
But I think
And-
as our wingbacks, Nacho Monreal and Bellerin are
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Nacho Monreal has done really very well, and he's
If we can
very
keep them,
consistent.
yeah, that's
Exactly.
good for
And
our
he's going
team.
to the World Cup as well. He has
Yeah.
been selected to the Spain squad, but
Bellerin has
surprisingly, Hector Bellerin hasn't. So that's one talking point right there. Hector Bellerin not being selected in Spain's World Cup squad. So Danny Carvajal was
Yeah,
selected.
yes.
Yeah, he has
But,
had a
yeah,
good
it's
season
fair.
for Real Madrid
Yeah,
as well.
it's fair.
Yeah, we can't complain too much
For
about
Spain, I think Carvajal and Jordi Alba are good choices.
Yeah. And Nacho Monreal is there. He's a guy who gives you 7 out of 10 performances regularly. So you can, for me personally, Nacho Monreal is a very good choice, and you can depend on him. He's a very dependable player,
Yeah,
and very
he can be a
versatile
good
as
part
well.
of our future team under Emery.
Exactly.
But talking about the midfield,
Yes.
also he can be placed anywhere in the pitch. Okay, but I think that good decision is our new manager.
Yes.
He wants to build that midfield around Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, that's a great
So that-
decision.
yeah,
That's
I
exactly
support
what
it.
I wanted. What I wanted to hear, because there were talks
Correct.
about reports about Aaron Ramsey not signing a new contract, or the club thinking on cashing on Aaron Ramsey, probably 50 million pounds
Yep.
asking price if he wanted to go to Barcelona and all. There were reports about Dembele coming in. We would be
Yeah, that's
making a
not
swap
true. I
deal,
don't
so a money plus player with Aaron Ramsey. So I'm personally very relieved because Aaron Ramsey for me is one of the greatest signings of Arsene Wenger, and he has been an exceptional player for the club.
Yeah, he is a
fantastic
good player.
engine,
Also
fantastic
for
engine.
our club and for
yes,
Wales.
for Wales as well. Yes, he has done very well, and in the Euro Cup he has given some
Yeah,
very good
it's his
performances.
misfortune that Wales is not playing in the
Yeah,
World Cup.
Wales
So that's okay for
was
our
not lucky
club.
enough to qualify for the World Cup. So as we can see, that for next season I'm very excited about Arsenal. New manager.
Yeah, and the second
And-
decision about Aubameyang,
Aubameyang,
he
yes.
will be building the
Emery
attacking
told,
force.
Emery told that he wants to build the team around Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Aaron Ramsey. And there are reports
Yeah, that's
and
the good
talks
decision.
about, yes,
that
that's
he
a very good
wants
decision.
to build the team around those two players.
Those two
are
players,
vital players.
two vital players,
Apart
and-
from Mesut
and,
Ozil.
and that exactly is what which swayed the employers, the management board of Arsenal to appoint Emery, because they were blown away with the presentation he had given, very detailed, and he knows every player inside out, and even the academy players. And I was really surprised when I read about that Unai Emery had made a presentation about our academy players as well, which is great to see.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
They were very impressed.
he has done very detailed work, and so it was a great thing, and I'm feeling very excited about our next season. Unai Emery has already told that he would be making some changes in the tactics as well.
Yeah,
For the
at
next
first
season.
I was actually, let me be honest, I was hoping that Luis Enrique should be the coach.
Luis Enrique, yeah.
So that we can taste some trophies in near future.
Yeah.
But now I feel it's okay.
But there's one argument about Luis Enrique as well, because Enrique has won trophies with Barcelona, but he hasn't done so much well when he was at Roma or when he was at Celta Vigo, probably at Celta Vigo. So he couldn't do
judge
that well. Yes.
when he manages Barcelona.
Barcelona,
That's
because
completely
and he
different.
told that I just say abracadabra and the magic starts with Messi and Suarez and all, Neymar at the time in Barcelona. So they played. Enrique won the treble with Barcelona. We can't really judge a manager by his time in
at
Barcelona, because
or,
Barcelona he enjoys great players, great team chemistry and all. But at the same time, there were talks of Allegri coming in.
Allegri.
So Allegri was a great option for us. I believe Allegri was a very good option for us.
Even I have heard of Thierry Henry.
Yes, Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira,
Patrick
Vieira
Vieira.
as well. So the club, Ivan Glazidis told that the club has, took 8 interviews, and the first interview they took was on 25th of April, and the last one was at 15th of May, and Unai Emery was interviewed on 10th of May, and the appointment was done on 18th of May. So there's a thorough and exhaustive process, and I'm very happy about the fact that we
And
did it properly.
for the club, the staffs at the club,
Yes.
they are doing this for the very first time.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
it was done 22 years
22 years ago, exactly.
All stuffs has changed.
Yeah, they have changed,
So
and
this is a
so
new
we have a
thing.
structure in place
Right.
now. We have Raul Sanlehi, who is the head of football relations, and we have Sven Mislintat, the head coach. Not the coach, is the head of recruitment. He's a scout, and he has got a great reputation from Dortmund. And the thing about Emery is that he has worked before in this type of continental model, so as to speak. So for me, he would be a manager who can work comfortably in this particular setup.
Yeah, okay.
So that's one thing which is bound to help him as
So
well.
let's take some time out to confess what Arsene Wenger has done to our club.
Well, Arsene Wenger, I'm a big fan of Arsene Wenger, and I've always been a Wenger fan. And from the time I started supporting Arsenal, it was all Wenger, as you know, 96, 97, and that time I actually started supporting Arsenal because of one particular player, and it was Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, it was pure class,
for me, it
pure
was
magic.
Thierry Henry.
Yes, Thierry Henry as well. He's an icon of the club.
As a kid, that's an interesting fact. As a kid, I thought that Arsene Wenger, his name
Yeah.
Arsene comes from Arsenal.
Yes, yes.
Later, I
That is something
realized
which,
that it was-
that is something that probably every kid knew that Arsene Wenger, Arsenal is related
Maybe
in some
some
way.
new kid may think that
Emery with
Emery
Emirates.
Selects Unai Emery.
Yeah, so that's a new thing. So Arsenal's recruitment policy: Arsene with Arsenal and Emery with Emirates. It goes in.
Okay, it's a
perfectly.
great fact that under him we made this stadium Emirates.
Yes,
which
we,
is from Hyderabad to
yeah,
Emirates.
in 2006.
Yeah, lots of money
Yes,
we have invested
yes.
in that thing.
Yeah,
and
so and that phase for me personally, that phase, particular phase from 2006 to 2013 till the time we we ended our trophy trot with that FA Cup final win against Hull City. Wonderful win. We were 2-0 down after just 10 minutes, and Santi Cazorla actually scored one of the most significant goals of the club's history. Free kick, beautiful free kick. So that in that period, for me personally, I feel that Arsene Wenger did the brilliant work. That's what Arsene Wenger is all about. No flashy, all those things. There might be no trophies.
Yeah, by
but
big names, those are not our thing.
But the quality of football never deteriorated, and with the kind of players that were available to him at that time, so he did a fantastic job. I don't know of any other manager who would be willing to, risk his own reputation to go through that kind of phase, and he had delivered Champions League football for every year on the bounce, apart from the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I also thank our staffs and our fans that
Exactly.
we believed in him.
Yes, we
And
believed
that
in
was
him.
our
He
main
got a
thing.
lot of support as well.
We believed in ourselves.
That's undeniable.
Whatever.
Yes, yes. We believed in him because we also got to saw the results as well. Because the first 8 years of Arsene Wenger, first 10 years of Arsene Wenger, it was all trophies, wonderful football. We were overwhelmed
Yeah,
with the
it
kind
was
of
wonderful.
football and his performance. And after that invincible season, something which was not done before, our expectations grew higher. So at that time, when we were used to winning trophies,
Yeah, what
used
about
to-
things is trophies matter.
Yes, trophies do
And I
matter,
always
but
believe.
it's also important that you make a transition.
Yeah,
So
that's
Arsenal at that
correct.
point made a transition, and Arsene Wenger helped Arsenal thoroughly at that point, and it was perhaps for me the most successful period of the club to make that transition from to a new stadium, build it with your own finances, and not go into debt like the other clubs. We do not have an owner of sort it's still owned by Arsenal Public Holdings Group, and so it's something which is very important for me as well. The club's finances are very stable, and now we can go into a new direction with a change in manager, and let's see what happens. It's a very exciting
so you are
times.
happy with
I'm,
what is
yes,
happening.
I'm very happy
But
because
still I will miss the attacking football of Arsene Wenger.
yeah, we all would be missing
That's
that.
not
But
the
unless
kind of
Arsene Wenger goes to any other club, and
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
instantly be a supporter of that club.
No, that's the
Whatever
right.
club it may be. So I'd be wishing Arsene Wenger all the luck, and wherever he goes, I'm sure he already mentioned that he has got a lot of offers and all. Wherever he goes, whatever club he manages, I'm sure he'll be successful.
Yeah, and I believe in him, and I believe that if he gets a chance with big name players, really
Yes.
big players,
Yeah,
that
he can
would be-
deliver the trophies as
Yeah.
well. Yes, exactly. Okay,
That
so
would be seeing playing that club will actually be a piece of art.
exactly.
So-
Arsenal's that kind of football
Yeah.
which has been linked with Arsenal, that Arsene Wenger's
And he has
philosophy.
done it with the academic players,
Yes, yes, that's a big
not so
thing.
big names.
Yes,
So
that's a big thing, and he has developed players who has grown into who he has turned into the big name players now, but they
The
were
philosophy of
yes,
Arsenal,
they
he
weren't
has
big name when
defined
they
that.
came to Arsenal or when Arsene Wenger signed them. So he had made them, he made them the big players they are now. So that's
Even
so
you have
I'm-
heard that Andre Iniesta saying.
Yes,
philosophy
Anders
of
Iniesta.
Arsenal.
Yes. Iniesta said that the Arsenal's philosophy is the most attacking in England,
Correct.
most attractive in England as well. And legends
Yeah.
do recognize legends.
Correct.
And talking about legends, as we
Okay.
are also very excited about Arsenal, let's put it aside now and let's talk about the legends. So 2018 has been a year where many players, many legends have left
Legends.
legends have
Returned
left
or
their clubs.
left the main focus.
Yes, left their clubs. And Gianluigi Buffon comes to your mind straight away.
First
Uh,
will be Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger, yes, 22 years. That's
Yeah.
that's the most.
Next
Then,
will be Buffon.
Yes, Buffon. So
We are
after
used to seeing.
yes, Buffon at Juventus. I mean, after 21 years, I guess. So
Yes, it's 21.
and he has been unlucky with UCL. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
times he
okay.
couldn't win UCL, but he still won a lot of trophies. Lots and lots of trophies. Gianluigi Buffon. So actually, I wrote on this board actually Buffon. So in 21 years, he won 21 trophies. So that's a lot.
That's not a bad thing.
A trophy per year.
21 trophies.
21 trophies.
Trophy
Yes.
per year.
So, apart from Buffon,
When he was in Juventus, you remember that Juventus was relegated.
yes, he didn't leave the club.
Correct.
Yeah, that's something in 2006, I guess.
That's the one.
Yes. So there,
That's
it's not
right.
only about Buffon. There were some other players as well at the time. Del Piero,
Yeah.
another legend of the club, Camoranesi.
Yeah.
They all,
all were there.
yes, they all were there and helped
Then
the
they
club
come
get
back
back
and-
promotion. And then
They won the
they are really dominating the
And yeah,
Liga,
now Serie A becomes a second
Serie A,
version of-
yes.
Yeah,
the Serie A now. Yes, the Juventus are dominating.
Yeah.
So the Serie A, they have been champions for 6 straight season this season.
Not only by playing, but last year Higuain was doing well in Napoli and they
Yes.
bought him.
Yeah.
So whoever is doing good,
So Allegri has done very well.
Allegri has done his job.
Allegri has done his job definitely.
Juventus is
So
doing
apart from Buffon, we can
Yeah.
also talk about the legend Andres Iniesta.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
very
my
big
friend.
fan of the player. He was actually what you tell when you see football, what pure football flowing art form, what it's all about.
He's the
Andres
maestro.
Iniesta. He's the maestro actually.
he can
He's a wonderful,
actually
wonderful
control
player.
the ball.
Yes.
Even with touching it or
Without
without,
touching it, yes, that
He
ball
can control the
I
whole
mean,
team
Andres
around him.
Iniesta, that kind of that elastic ball control, which
elasticity, yeah,
yes,
and
in the
scooping,
previous
all
days
those
that were related with another Barcelona player, very famous, Michael Laudrup.
Okay.
That kind of similarity, that kind of similarity you can draw with Andres Iniesta, Laudrup and Iniesta, that kind of similar players with their skill and all that kind of skill. So Andres Iniesta, and he has won 32 trophies, Andres Iniesta in total. So that is a massive.
Massive.
He
He joined Barcelona at the age of 12.
at the age of 12.
In
Yes,
Barcelona
at the
B.
age of 12, and his club trophies are all similar with Lionel
Lionel
Messi,
Messi.
with Barcelona.
They are good
So
friends.
yes, they are very
And
good
they have
friends.
played all the games and won the trophies together.
Yeah, they have won all the
So,
trophies together.
Yeah, we are heartbroken, but I think of Messi.
Yeah,
What he is feeling.
Yes, and
All
we
these years.
when we talk about Iniesta, we got to mention his farewell.
Yeah.
That was one of the best farewells I've
I have
ever
ever
seen,
seen.
and it was really, he deserved that farewell. What do you feel? It was really
Yeah,
deserved.
it was really well.
And it was good to see that a legend getting a proper farewell.
proper
as well.
farewell, correct.
Yeah,
And he deserves it.
absolutely,
He
without
deserves
doubt,
it.
without doubt.
He deserves it. He's going to Japan.
Yeah, he's going to Japan.
Yes,
He has already signed with the Japanese club, and
So that's a good decision.
And
he
there is
is at the peak
you
of his-
were telling me that the particular club he signed for in Japan,
Yeah,
their captain is
Preston
Lucas Podolski.
Lucas Podolski
Yes.
is the captain of the club.
Another
So
Arsenal
it will be,
Okay, Lucas Podolski is there
it
as
will
well.
be interesting to
Yeah.
see the games if
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
from India. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to for that we have to we have to do some download some streaming link
Yeah,
and all.
that's
Yeah. So apart from Iniesta, another player who also left the club
Yeah.
after 16 years, Roman Weidenfeller, Borussia Dortmund
Okay,
keeper.
I want to know something about him.
Yeah, Roman Weidenfeller, and he has been playing in Dortmund since 2002. So it was an end of an era for Weidenfeller at Dortmund as well, for Dortmund as well. Roman Weidenfeller leaving the club after 16 years, and he has won 5 trophies as well. 5 trophies. So,
5 trophies is good for
Yeah, good.
a club like Dortmund.
Club like Dortmund, because they weren't the dominant force at that time, and they went through a transitional period as well. And then
Even-
Jurgen Klopp brought them back, into the limelight as well.
Even
So-
in recent years, even Dortmund team is very good, but still,
Yeah.
Bayern Munich is still dominating the
Bayern Munich has been
Munich
constant in the
Munich is
Bundesliga.
like
yes.
Juventus in Bundesliga.
Yeah. Juventus in the Serie A, they dominate, and
Yeah,
Bundesliga.
now
Bayern.
another team is in making, like
Yeah.
PSG.
Yeah, PSG. They
will
are
dominate for some
yes,
years.
for some years. The Ligue 1. Yeah. So apart from Weidenfeller, there is also Michael Carrick. Carrick has been a great servant for Manchester United. I mean, joining United from Tottenham, Well, as expected, he didn't win anything. I always wanted to say that because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but
So yes, Carrick.
it's still our option,
Yeah,
but still,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But for 12 years,
So-
Carrick has won 18 trophies and Champions League, Europa League last year.
That's a lot.
Europa League last year, and he has won the Premier League, FA Cup. He's won everything actually.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think I am not criticizing Manchester United, but still, I think he's a great servant for Manchester United.
Exactly.
So I'm not talking like he should be getting the same.
He deserved a good farewell.
and
Yes.
but still,
Yes.
he deserves.
He deserves. Carrick has been constant, and he has been one of the most
He's
influential
very-
players in the midfield
He's not
for
changing
Manchester
himself, so
United. Yes.
he deserves.
Yeah. And then there comes Yaya Toure.
the greatest
So,
defensive
yeah.
midfield I have ever seen.
Yaya Toure, and what an impact he has been in the Premier League as
Even-
well for Manchester City.
Even in Barcelona.
Exactly. Even at Barcelona, I mean, I remember Kolo Toure, his brother, who was at Arsenal at that time. At some point, Kolo Toure was
Big-
meant to ask that who would be in your favorite 11,
team.
all-time
Yeah.
favorite 11, and Kolo Toure picked his brother
Brother.
Yaya Toure.
And all were criticizing
yeah,
him
so
that
all
he
were
was
criticizing
picking
him that it's because of your brother you're picking him. But at the
Yeah, but
time,
still,
we weren't
Yeah,
experienced.
I asked you to pick your dream 11
Yeah.
in the defensive midfield position. Who would you place?
In the defensive midfield position, it's
If you
it's a
Have
bit
some
tough.
choice of three.
Yeah, I would definitely. First of all, I cannot forget Claude Makelele. He has been one of the most influential defensive midfielders in the history of football
That's
for
right.
me. And after Makelele, you have our Patrick Vieira as well, the driving midfield. And Yaya Toure is a player who is very similar to Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, I would still
Yeah.
place him in the first place.
Yeah, Yaya Toure, he has been phenomenal. He has been phenomenal, and it's very interesting. At the time when he came to Manchester City, it's I guess in 2010 when he came to Manchester City. At that time, Manchester United were dominating the league. Manchester United and Chelsea, they were dominating the league, and Yaya Toure helped Manchester City
Gain
back
the
into
position.
back into that limelight because they invested those finances as well, but they weren't able to still make a mark in the Premier League. So they made a mark in the Premier League. 3 Premier League trophies for Manchester City. It's great, really great. So Yaya Toure definitely has made an impact.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he has served for the club for many years.
Yes, 8 years. 8 years, and he has served the club for 8 years, and it was great.
Yeah, it was great to see him snatch the ball.
Yes, Yaya Toure, and he scored about over 20 goals from midfield. I mean, it was fantastic. And was one of the driving forces for Manchester City, along with Vincent Kompany and Aguero. Aguero up front, Vincent Kompany in defense, and in the midfield it was Yaya Toure. So, and he also got a good farewell. Yaya Toure also got a good farewell from Manchester City.
It is good.
Yeah, and another player who is leaving the club for the second time. It's Fernando Torres.
Yeah, first time he
And,
switched the club.
Yes, first
In
time
return.
he switched the club. He came to
Yeah.
Liverpool at that time,
And
and he was at
Chelsea.
the peak of his powers. And
We're talking about Torres.
Fernando Torres. Yes, he came, then went to Chelsea, and then he went back to Atletico Madrid. He was on loan for the first 2 seasons, and then Atletico Madrid bought him for the next 2 seasons. So he spent almost 11 years at Atletico Madrid. Yeah, 11
That's
years,
a long
and he is lucky enough to end his spell at Atletico Madrid with a trophy, and at the expense
With
of
a trophy with 2 goals at last game.
yeah,
and
2
with
goals in the
umbrella.
last game. He was also the captain for that game, and the trophy, the Europa League trophy, it's still hers
That's right.
because Atletico Madrid, beat Arsenal, and we weren't able to score a goal. I mean, yeah.
That's another topic.
Yeah, that's another topic. But
Let's
happy
talk
for
about
Torres that
Torres.
he actually got a trophy. He got to win a trophy with his boyhood club, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, that's a good thing. When you are leaving or retiring from a club, your boyhood
Yeah,
club.
at least you are
So,
living with a trophy.
Yeah, you are living with great smile.
Yeah, with a smile. Yeah,
I
actually.
have an example of Steven Gerrard. Okay?
Yes,
So,
Gerrard has
He
been.
did serve Liverpool
Yeah.
for.
And he
all
won the
these-
he won the
Yeah.
UCL as well. He
But
won the
when
Champions
he
League.
retired,
Yes,
all
but
we
he
know-
wasn't able to.
Yeah,
We
his
all
slip.
talk about his slip, and I think it's unfair because of
Yeah,
a
it's
player of a
unfair. I think
quality
it's unfair.
who's having the quality of Steven Gerrard. He's a fantastic, one of the greatest ever midfielders of England, and to have played in the Premier League as well, and has been synonymous with Liverpool. Gerrard and Jamie Carragher, these two players we usually associate with Liverpool, and Gerrard has not been able to win the Premier League. But he won the Champions League in in a wonderful fashion, going 3-0 down to AC Milan, that at Istanbul, that miracle game. So he has won trophies, and he has won, FA Cup, I guess. Liverpool won the FA Cup, Liverpool won the League Cup. So Liverpool won the Champions League, weren't so lucky with the EPL.
But
still,
I'm talking about his retirement.
His
people
retirement.
are still talking about his sleeping.
His sleep, because they were so close under Brendan Rodgers, yes, at that season. And another player I want to mention when we are talking about players leaving clubs after long periods, Javi Prieto. He also retired in the same game. Yes, from Real Sociedad.
He played for 15 years.
Yeah, he played for 15 years.
Yeah. It was the same game when Iniesta was playing.
Yes, the same game.
Yeah, the whole Catalan stadium.
It was very good to see actually, because Javi
yeah.
Prieto, you're playing for Real Sociedad. Obviously, he is the only player in this list who is ending or leaving the club without a trophy. Serving your club for 15 years is a massive feat, and that is something which is very great. And Javi Prieto, it was good to see that all the fans of the at the Nou Camp, they applauding Javi Prieto as well, because
together.
And the same match where Iniesta also left Barca, so it was wonderful to see. So 2018 has been very sad for football lovers.
Lots
of
my
big
favorite,
players.
Andres
Iniesta and Arsene Wenger also leaving Arsenal. Players leaving clubs after a long time. So players which we are associated with a particular club. I mean, when we talk about Iniesta, we talk about Barcelona. When we talk about Arsene Wenger, we talk about Arsenal. So like that, Weidenfeller similarly, Dortmund.
Heartbreaking for us.
Javi Prieto with Sociedad, his boyhood club, his neighborhood club, that is Sociedad. So legends retired. Buffon with Juventus.
And Italy.
Yes, and Italy, and it was really heartbreaking not to see Italy not qualify for the World Cup. It's a shame, really. So we are also excited for the World Cup, which will be coming up in a few days now, less than 1 month's time. And I guess next time when we sit here and talk about football, we'll be talking about the World Cup, upcoming World Cup. Yes. So that's all for today. I hope it was a very good session. And
that's our first discussion.
This is the very first episode of Zamingo Extra, and we talked about football and about the topic at hand. Firstly, about the manager selection. Arsenal, everybody was surprised to see Unai Emery, not Arteta, but still I'm very happy, very excited for Arsenal to see what holds in the next season for us. And I guess it would be good for Arsenal, because we are going into the next phase. Unai Emery is I'm sure he'd be able to write some interesting.
Club has done a 2-year contract with this name.
2-year contract with the option of extending it for 1 more year. So I'm sure he would be he'd be having some happy memories with Arsenal, and I hope so. Seriously, hope so. And we are in the Europa League. Unai Emery is Europa League specialist. I hope. Yes, I hope he wins the Europa League with Arsenal.
Hope that FA Cup and
FA Cup and Europa League. Okay. Then at least we get back to the Champions League. Yes. So it has been really good. So thank you. Yes, we conclude our discussion here, and you can follow us at our Twitter handle. For the upcoming World Cup, we'll be making a video very soon before the World Cup starts. So thank you.